Good morning, everyone. Troy Mueller, Operations Sections Trainee, with your morning update for September 11th, 2020, here on the Cameron Peak Fire. Before I start my briefing, we'd just like to take a moment to remember the first responders and all those who perished on 9/11/2001. Our acreage remains the same for today at 102,596 acres with 4% containment. One thing that is difficult to grasp sometimes is the scale of this fire when we talk about containment, is that it's 24 miles from one side of the fire to the other. As crews continue to be able to find the fire edge and go more direct, we will see containment go up. For today's weather, it will be slightly warmer with decreasing clouds, a chance of light snow showers in the morning, less than half an inch of accumulation. Temperatures will be 48 to 55 with relative humidities 40 to 50%. We expect our winds today to be slightly higher than yesterday with 20 to 30 miles an hour, gusting up to 40 miles an hour. Yesterday's activities here in Division, we'll start in Division Zulu. Along the Laramie River Road, crews were able to pick up the fire's edge and start working both directions, west and east, off of the Laramie River Road, mopping up and securing the fire's edge. In Division Foxtrot and Lima, we mentioned last night about constructing a line and trying to connect the dots between these two edges of the fire here in the Green Ridge area. And we got questions about this area here. And in evaluating this area, this is extremely steep country with a lot of fuel loading, meaning there's a lot of available fuel for the fire to consume, and there's numerous standing dead trees. All three of those factors makes it very dangerous to try to put firefighters in that area. Along the north end of this edge of the fire is similar conditions around the Roaring Creek drainages, and this one to the west. Between these drainages is extremely steep country, again with a lot of fuel loading and numerous standing dead trees. We are still looking at options to try to go as direct as we can. At the same time, we are continuing work along the Kilpecker line, and we are nearing completion of that line as a contingency line above this edge of the fire. Moving over into Division Romeo and still in Division Lima, yesterday's crews were continuing work along the Highway 14 corridor, mopping up and securing around structures, and they will continue that work today. Moving to the east side of the fire into Division Tango, crews were still engaged in the upper Buckhorn area, mopping up and securing around structures, and beginning to go direct, working north from the Buckhorn as the snow melts off and they're able to find where the actual fire edge. This side of the fire received more snow than the west side of the fire, and the snow seems to be hanging around longer than the other side of the fire. So as that snow melts off, the crews are able to find that fire edge and start to secure right along the perimeter. Moving to the south side of the fire into Division Whiskey, crews are continuing to work along the Long Draw Road, securing and mopping up along the fire's edge where they can get to it and go direct. They're also nearing completion of improvement along the lower end of the Long Draw Road. Down here on the portion of the fire that's in Rocky Mountain National Park, they received almost 16 inches of snow over the last few days, and so crews have not been able to get up into that area. Our fire behavior for today, we expect to still be at a minimum. However, as these fuels continue to dry out over the next several days, we will start to see more smoldering areas in the fire where the snow melts off and the fuels begin to dry. This concludes your morning update for September 11th, 2020.